Boom. So I'm just having a quick look back at Friday night's action and a quick look ahead for tomorrow. So I managed to sneak the slightest, the most slight of victories this evening, and that all hinged on a Dordrecht, or however you want to pronounce it, in Holland's second division, second tier. I think they put 5 past that Don Bush, whoever they were playing. So that picked me up a small victory. Nick was right to go with Nick went with a -1, which obviously in hindsight seems like a good bet, and he said from the outset that he thought it was going to be a cricket score, and I was a bit tame and just stuck with the straight win, and he went -1 at 11-8. 11-8, not a bad single to have. You'd bet favourites in horse racing like that, so why can't you bet it in football as a single? 11-8 -1, and they ended up putting 5 past them. So fair play to him. I think elsewhere we were a bit unlucky on Friday night. So I had Dordrecht and Angers in a treble, along with Tours double chance, and Tours actually got a hammering from Oxley. I don't know where that came from. I haven't looked at the statistics for the game. I think last time I checked it was 4-0, so that was a bit of an anticlimax. And and I said I was reluctant to bet Ipswich and Southampton and Metz, and I went and did it all, and then because I was so reluctant to bet Metz, I ended up betting the draw in that game, because there've been a lot of draws in that league. So I fancied it, and that was a nice 10-1 double. It gave us a little bit of a sweat, but Ipswich conceded rather late on, and Metz hold on out for a 2-1 win. So maybe I should have stuck to my guns a little bit there, bet Metz and ignored the other two. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. But I had the few points on Dordrecht, or whatever they're called. So I escaped with a small victory, and Nick escaped with a small loss. It's all about the long term. Nick's 1 goal away from a nice little double. As long as you keep getting that close, you're going to be making a tidy little bit of profit on you. So happy days, and I think we've proven that on MapoBoy.com that we have been turning over a profit. But anyway, I wanted to just discuss really quickly betting for what is going to be tomorrow. But you're going to probably, if anyone does see this, it'll be for Saturday the 2nd of November. I usually work my way from the bottom upwards, but that's a bit boring. No one wants to start with the conference and work their way up, so we'll start with the Premiership. There's always a struggle to pick out things in the Premiership, like the league is quite well, you got like people like Fulham playing Man United. They're difficult games. Do you really want to bet Man United at 8-13? There's not much value. Chelsea 8-13 as well. And the team Fulham and Newcastle both 11-2 respectively. Do you really want to bet Man United there? No, you probably don't. Do you really? Just not the value there. What I had picked out, which I thought would, which is going to be my Premier League double, so to speak, for the weekend, is I like Southampton to keep a clean sheet at 13-8. I think that's a good price. They're a similar price to win, around 7-5 to win. Don't mind that. Southampton been in good form, not letting many goals, and you gotta fancy him there. Also, I fancy Hull at home. They've held Tottenham to account twice in a week now, both at White Hart Lane. They've had some good results and good performances already this season. Sunderland, fair enough, they got a new manager and buzz around them after beating Newcastle, but I still don't think they're that good. So I'll be probably looking at a Southampton 13-8 clean sheet, and Hull to win at 6-5. It's just over a 3-1 double. Maybe it's bigger than that, actually. It's bigger than that. What is it? It's a 4. What will it be? 4.28 to 1. About just over 4-1 double anyway. So yeah, I'll be having about that. Elsewhere, looking around, I like the look of QPR at home to Derby, even money. Fuck me, I'm going to be biting people's hand off to have a bet on that. That will be in some bets tomorrow. QPR home to Derby. Derby are fucking toss. I fucking hate Derby. They're fucking shit. So I'll be loving that. Similarly, Leeds at home to Yeovil 3-4. You gotta like a piece of that, surely. Not sure what other games you want to look at. Watford, Leicester. That's a tricky one to call. Maybe both teams to score over 2.5 goals, something like that. But generally I'm staying clear of it. Similarly, Bournemouth, Bolton. Bournemouth at home 6-4. Bolton. Bolton have been fucking awful. Bournemouth have been doing alright at home and have been scoring goals. They've scored in every game, I think. You don't mind the look at Bournemouth at 6-4. Decent price against the Bolton team, who are awful, really, not been very good. Also, don't mind the 23. If you're looking for outsiders, a 23-10 about Doncaster, at Brighton. Brighton not had a great start to the season, nor have Doncaster, in fairness, but seems a bit overpriced. You know, we're always talking about the long run here. But if you're looking to boost your ACCAs with some, you know, decent things, QPR and Leeds, you need look no further than them prices. With those prices, even money QPR home to Derby, fucking come on. I'm betting that every day of the week if it's there. Same with Leeds 3 to 4, having that all day. Down to League One. You're brave if you're going to bet on a Peterborough late Orient game. Staying clear of that. Bristol City as well, staying clear of these kind of games. Coventry at home to Notts County, you got to fancy Coventry in that game, haven't you? 8 to 13. Is the price nice? Is the price nice enough there? Maybe not. I don't like the look. I don't mind the 3 to 4 about Rotherham at home to Colchester either. It's again, is it worth getting involved in that kind of game? No. Decent enough price. Rotherham not been in as good form as they were early in the season. Blah blah blah. Is it worth it? I do like the 4 to 6 about Preston against Tranmere. Tranmere near the bottom of the table, not in a great spell of form. Preston doing alright. They're about third or fourth, I think, in the league. So I don't mind the 4 to 6 about Preston in that game. Similarly, I don't mind the 1 to 2 about Wolves at home. Like the short price is not great value, but when you're chucking them in at ACCA, it can boost a little bit of value if you're putting it in with something. So yeah, these are just my brainstormings. I've already looked through these, done my homework, so I'm just cherry picking the ones that I'm thinking, you know, are standouts and worth having a look at, and you know, and will feature at some point probably on the blog tomorrow, today, for my bets for the weekend to add to the 100 odd points I've already made this season. Again, I think I'll be biting people's hands off with Oxford at home to Bristol Rovers 5 to 6. I think that's a nice little price as well. Oxford top of the league. The Bristol team's having a real rough time of it at the start of this at the moment, so I'm liking the 5 to 6 about Oxford. I like the even money about Burton as well at home to Morecambe. Burton been in alright form, quite good. You know, Morecambe haven't been too bad, but even money at home, Burton, they got to lean towards that. Similarly, I love the 5 to 6 about Chesterfield at home to Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe got battered 4-1 by York, and York are an absolutely awful team. Chesterfield doing alright in this league so far. You got to fancy them 5 to 6 at home to Scunthorpe. You know, similarly the Rochdale. I think Rochdale in second place in that league. 5 to 6 against Wimbledon tomorrow. So there's a few standouts tomorrow that you can start making some accumulators and, you know, finding some value and trying to sneak some points off the bookies like we've been doing all season, because that is what we do. Then in the conference, I don't know what else. The teams that I usually love the conference because you can really find some standouts there, but I'm telling you, I'm staying away from it this week. My usual go-to teams or go-to things that I'm looking at, they're just not offering enough value this week, and most of them are playing away, and I just don't know whether it's worth the risk. I don't mind Kidderminster away at 9 to 5, but I'm not over the moon about it. And Grimsby away at Woking 7 to 5 away at Woking. I like it, but I'm not over the moon about it. I'm staying away from it, in all honesty. I'm usually looking over there playing, and they're playing Nuneaton 11 to 10 away from home. I'm staying away from that as well. So there's a broad highlight of where my action will be going tomorrow, so please see the blog post as well, and that will keep you updated on what we're doing, how we're going to score some more fucking points off those bookies like we've been doing all fucking season.